that's not to say though, and we are the smartest generation because, like you said, I'm hearing more and more stories or studies ever since you brought that up about our losing the white matter in our brains because of all the cell phone use and all the
Oh,
screen scrolling and all of
right,
that we're
right.
doing. And that really is scary because, if you ever read something like, if you ever read Night, um, that's a true story. And
Well, and
how easily it happened and how quickly people are manipulated because they can't think for themselves. And when I see all of these young people doing that same exact thing and this to the same exact group of people, it's
right,
it's just
right.
mind-boggling. We have
You
not
want to
learned from our history.
you want to see something really scary? Read this.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then you take a, I think we talked about this last time. You read this
Hmm.
and then take a look at, scroll social media and read some of these manipulation
Hmm.
techniques,
Hmm.
and you're like, wow, this is just textbook. And people are falling for it because they don't have, they don't have the logic anymore. They have
Hmm.
logical fallacies that they're relying on.
Right.
And
And
it's,
and they say that we're teaching that, we're supposed to be teaching that in our schools, and that's part of our standards, but it's not happening. It's not, they're not being taught how to recognize those fallacies and to combat them. They're being just, here's what, here's the information, regurgitate it in an essay back to me, and you'll get a grade. I think we got a little off topic there, but again, there's no, I was embarrassed. If I didn't have an A on a test, I was embarrassed.
well,
That to me, what that was my shame. And I had to, and I worked my butt off. And I think I told you the story about the B I got in math class. My final grade was a B in math, and it was a 93%. But that was a B back then, and it
right.
still bothers me. That was my, and so that was my driving force, was that was my shame. I was ashamed of not having straight A's. Bugged
Well,
me
not only
still.
that, but we used to, our grades used to be shared.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Our papers used to be talked about.
Uh-huh.
People, the teachers would hold them up and be like, congratulations, you got this.
Hmm.
And then it was like, and now FERPA is the educational equivalent of HIPAA, and all of
Uh-huh.
this stuff is private and all of this stuff
Yep.
is protected. And I mean, I don't even know if you can share grades with parents.
In some school districts, you cannot, depending on their age. And I think the Department of Ed is getting away from all of that now, but you can't even share your child's gender with the parents right now either. So
Well,
um, that's a
all
whole
kinds,
nother story we can get
that's a
into, but
whole nother thing.
yeah.
But the one of the classes that I just finished teaching, like I had to for the first time legit fail people because every single thing they turned in had been AI generated. And you only have to read two or three things from AI to get that voice that
Hmm.
AI has and be like,
Yep.
people don't talk like this.
Right.
And
And students cannot understand how I knew that. It's like, you don't talk like this. This is not your voice. But it's my
exactly.
work.
No,
And
it's
there's
not.
no shame in getting caught cheating either. There's no shame in
Right.
that. They do not care.
They do not care. And to me that again it's like, wow, how do you not have that piece of self-respect? And